Good morning, dear students. Myself, Miss Deepthi from Dip Scroll Bag, and in today's lecture, we are continue the reading of Geography, Chapter 8, Industries, Distribution, and Case Studies. And in previous lecture, we have started the iron and steel industry, and today we are going to read about the how the iron is made in the iron and steel industry. The melted iron is the furnace in the pig iron, which can be reheated to get cast iron. When the pig iron is heated for removing the impurity, especially carbon, it is called iron. The rough iron is purer and therefore together tougher than the cast iron. Steel is made by heating pure iron and by adding controlled amount of carbon and ferro alloy means nickel, uh, sodium, chlorium, and vanadium, etc., according to the specific use of the for which the steel is being made. Steel is thus hard, strong, and flexible. Steel contains 0.4% of carbon, is twice as strong as pure iron. As the carbon content increase, the hardness of steel increase, but its strength and durability decrease. So here they have told us in this paragraph we have read about how the steel is made in the factory. In a single blast furnace, which can produce about 4 lakhs ton of pig iron in a year, consume about 10 lakh ton of iron ore, 4 lakh ton of cooking coal and limestone, to 20 lakh ton of air, and about 80 lakh cubic meters of water. The essential raw material are iron ore, cooking coal, limestone must be assembled at the factory site before loading into the blast furnace. The equipment used to transform iron into steel by removing the impurity is called converter. The melted steel is poured into molds where the solidifies into ingots. The various shape, size, and weight. The integrated steel mills are those which combine uh, on one side and smelting of the iron in blast furnace. The making of steel is and converters and the production of at least some finished products such as stainless steel, pipes, grinders, etc. In early 19th century, the availability of raw material, power supply, and water supply are the deciding factor in for the location of iron and steel mills. Later, the emphasis was on the coal field and efficient system of transport. Now, more and more steel mills are located near the coast or where the port facilities are available. This help to import the of iron ore and cooking coal from other parts of the world. Now the steel plants have become very big. India enjoys several advantages for the growth and development of iron and steel industry, such an adequate and rich quality of iron ore and other raw material, cheap labor, efficient and well developed network of transport, and ready market. The main iron and steel producing center in India are Jamshedpur, Bokaro in Jharkhand, Burunpur and Durgapur in West Bengal, Bhilai in Chhattisgarh, Raurkela in Odisha, uh, uh, Bhadravati and Vijayanagar in Karnataka, Vishakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh, and Salem in Tamil Nadu. There are more than 200 mini steel plants. India total steel production was about 1 million tons in 1947, which has now increased to about 35 million tons. Let makes an comparative study between the steel center in India and Imano in USA. So in these all these paragraph we have read about how the iron and steel industry work, what how the iron from iron ore steel is iron is made, then steel is made. And they have also tell us what requirement are required for the to be the to construct a iron and steel industry in a particular region. So in next lecture we are going to read about the Tata Steel Industry, Jamshedpur, Jharkhand, and this industry was started by um, we can say it was become the first steel plant of India, which was started by Jamshedji Tata in before 1947. It was 1907 it was started. So we are going to read about this industry tomorrow. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.